know too much about Trizno, but he's come over from Lithuania, so we'll know more about him as soon as the bell rings. Obviously, anyone who's familiar with boxing know about Johnny Coyle. Won Eddie Hearn's prize fighter competition. Picked up the £32,000 prize. Looked brilliant, and this is his, I think it's his first or second six rounder. He's going
He comes from Lithuania, weighing at 10 stones 4 pounds. Please welcome to Arvydas, Trizno. And the ball across the ring in the blue corner, where he went from to the goal. 5 pounds and a hold, weighing at 10 stones 30 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen.
Johnny Coyle stepping up to fight Arvydas Trizno from Lithuania. Like I said, don't know too much about this Trizno. Looks in good shape, to be fair. And I know Johnny's always in good shape, always in the gym. So we'll see how this one goes. Nice jab to start off by Johnny. Brings him in on the backhand. Sharp boxing from Johnny. Trizno just sort of covering up. Brilliant jab. Trizno's all taking him on the gloves, but it's keeping him wary, keeping him off balance, stopping him from throwing anything himself. Got good shape about him, this Trizno. He doesn't look like your standard journeyman type. Or good shape.
I think I've actually seen him in action before. I'm trying to remember who it was I saw him fight. But from what I can remember, he was definitely a tough cookie.
Yeah, he looks tough. Got brilliant shape about him. Like I said, he's let his first shot go, a big right hand over the top. Johnny's just sort of moving around, picking up points, keeping the jab busy, keeping sharp. What you've got to do with this type of fighter.
He's definitely taking his time nice and getting his getting that jab going, isn't he, Johnny? He's got some good footwork in and out there as well.
Yeah, he's a quality fighter, Johnny Coyle. Like I said, I've got the pleasure of seeing him in the gym every day and seeing how, I see what he's like every day in the gym, and when he's on form, when he's on form and 100%, I would seriously put him in with anyone in the UK. He's a brilliant fighter. Game as a beagle, as they say, and he can box brilliantly as well. And he's just picking this guy off here. Range, keeping it easy, shaking his head, Trizno. But that's a dead giveaway that something's unnerving him. If he weren't too bothered, that wouldn't even come into his mind to do that. Yeah. Yeah. He's found his flow already, you know what I mean? First round, just picking him off. But that lead right hook that Johnny's got there catches him all the time with that. Good footwork as well from Coyle. He's in and out, pinging that jab, pinging the jab. Easy work. Looks easy anyway. It's only the first round yet, so no counting our chickens, before, as they say. Yeah, from what's how the first round is going so far, looks fairly routine for Johnny Coyle. This guy's he's let a few dangerous shots go, so caught him with a good right hand there.
safe again there, I think.
Yeah, he's just playing it safe. Of course, he's just having a look the first round, which fairly standard procedure in the pros. Go out and have a look at the first round and see what's coming back. But yeah, it's a Coyle round easily enough. Went out there and boxed his ears off there. Kept the jab busy, kept moving, busy on light on his feet, which is what you want. He's still a baby as a pro though, Johnny. I think he's only had 5 or 6, so he's still got a few traits of the amateur game where he's sort of bouncing in and out, and
Yeah, no, definitely.
so yeah.
I've found that bouncing in and out it still applies a lot in the program, but you just
Oh, definitely, yeah.
learn how to be able to develop it into
Yeah.
start something.
Especially over these 4s and 6 rounders, people saying that you got to plant your feet. I think the whole planting your feet things comes once you get past a certain level. Once you get past the 6s and you move on to the 8s and 10s and the 12s, then yeah, you get more. The planting your feet applies more. But over 4 and 6, if you can move around and just pick them points up, move and box them, then why not? Like the art of the game in boxing, they say, is to hit and not be hit. So Johnny Coyle done a good job of that in the first round. So we'll see what happens in this next round.
I mean, you're talking about the planting of feet. I mean, one of the best people at doing that was Amir Khan. I don't know if that's something that he lost.
Yeah, no, do you know what? Khan is still really good on his feet. It's like you said, at that top world level, you can't sort of that top world level. You need to be able to do everything. Do you know what I mean? To be a success, and Khan's got that in his locker still. That movement, which under his new trainer at Virgil Hill, he looks brilliant. Like the way that he is now, good defensively, and he's planting his feet a lot more. Started hurting a lot of people. Look at that. He nearly took Chino Maidana out, which is something Floyd Mayweather didn't sort of manage to do over 2 fights. So he's doing something right. Do you know what I mean? He's won world titles at however many different weights and however many different belts or whatever there is. But he's a class operator, obviously.
Seems like Johnny's starting to actually get set.
Yeah, see, exactly that. He stopped bouncing around so much, which is something I'm sure Alec and Derek Granger would have told him in the corner. He's catching him a lot more now. As you can see, every time he catches him clean, that Trizno sort of drops his hands and acts like he don't care. But that's just the kidology of the fight. The journeyman and these guys that are coming, anyone really, you can call with a clean shot. Your first instinct is to do that. To act like, it didn't hurt me, but you can see here Johnny's won these first 2 rounds easily. Won the first pretty easy, and the second sort of like a carbon copy of the first, to be honest. Just doing as he pleases. Trizno sort of pressing high forward behind the tight guard, trying to look for the openings, but there's nothing really there to hit. Johnny's in and out on his toes, and that's the way that he's got to fight this kid. Yeah, I would have thought so, definitely. Yeah, trying to push him back and get those. Good shot there. Right out to the body. Yeah. I think he was off balance more than anything, but he looks like that's hurt him a little bit. Can see Johnny's going to go guns blazing now, but good end to the round there. Johnny Coyle putting him over with a body shot. That was a body shot, wasn't it? Right hand to the body, but yeah, right hand to the body. But yeah, Trizno looked like it had hurt him, which I didn't think it would. But he sat down for a minute, and then yeah, he's back up now. But yeah, great end to the round there. 10-8 rounds to Johnny Coyle. I've got that 2 rounds to Johnny now, so that is a. Yeah, 2 rounds to Johnny. I can't do the maths. I'm thick as anything. I was going to try and act really clever there and say what it was. Yeah, I think that's why I'm a boxer. I weren't too good in maths class. Be interesting to see if Johnny tries to jump on him now or if he just goes back to his boxing. But yeah, look, brilliant. Straight back on the jab. He just looks a different level to this kid, to be, if you ask me.
I think that's been clear.
Yeah, just looks like, yeah, definitely, yeah. He just looks a different class to this fella. Just keeping him nice and long. It's a brilliant boxing. Trizno's gone into a shell now, really. He's, I think he knows what he's in with. I think he realises that he doesn't think he's going to get anything out of this. So he's just covering up now. He's not really trying to throw a great deal. Johnny just peppering him and moving off. Bringing a backhand in there, stepping off again. He's doing as he pleases, really. The screw shot there. It's easy, seems comfortable. I just hope he doesn't switch off, which is a big worry in boxing. You know what I mean? You don't want to switch off when there's a man in front of you who can punch a little bit. He's going looking for it now, Johnny. I think he realises that he might be able to get this over early. Yeah, he's just keeping on the back foot. Look, he's going through the motions almost, but moving off, boxing, keeping him at range. Johnny's also boxing on October the 11th at the O2 Arena on the Matchroom show. If anyone wants tickets, you can get them off of Johnny on Facebook, Johnny Coyle, or it's on Instagram also. Going to be a great night, that is. And yeah, he looks brilliant. Ideal preparation for him. Nice 6-rounder. And into the 3rd round, and Johnny looks 100% in control here. Trizno just looks like he's out of ideas. He's trying to survive and get through the fight now. Johnny stepped it up. He could probably finish it here, but we'll see what he wants to do. He might just want to get the rounds in. Caught him there, them body shots, them lead right hands to the body are looking like Trizno don't like them. Bringing him up with a left uppercut as well. Back on the jab, snappy work. Another round for Johnny Coyle in the bag. Trizno not looking too happy, going back to his corner there. I expect they'd just be telling Johnny in the corner, keep it calm, don't rush his work, box him, which is what he's best at.
So we're into the 4th round now. Do you reckon we're going to be seeing a stoppage here between possibly now and the end?
I don't know. Trizno looked like I think the key in this fight is the body, if I'm honest. Trizno, he don't look like anything upstairs is hurting him too much. But then body shots were really taken out of him. He didn't like them, and that's obviously what put him down in the 1st round. So I think that's the key. If Johnny's going to stop him, he just needs to keep that jab going. When he gets him close on the ropes, pick his shots. Then body shots were looking brilliant, looking really spiteful. So yeah, I think that's the key. To be quite honest, I think he'll go the distance. He looks like he's got over that first body shot now, and he looks like he's just settling into being there for the 6, but you never know. Johnny just looks a different class when he steps it on him. Trizno hasn't got no idea of what to do with him, so you never know. I'd say I'd go the distance, but look, see, Johnny's just taking his time there now. And body shots.
Just covering up, and he's not really giving much opening, so he just wants to try and tease him to throw a shot, and then
like there, yeah. Just trying to get him to throw his shots, but there's not obviously there's not a lot coming back.
What do you think about southpaws holding their jab hand low?
To be quite honest, I think anyone holding their jab hand low is a bit. You've got to have your hands nice and tight. There's a time and a place for it, ain't there? If you have your hand low, then like you said, you've got to know that you're not going to be getting caught. So it's got to be that extra bit on your guard. But
I personally find as a southpaw that trying to get your jab onto an orthodox box, trying to land a jab is almost mission impossible. You've almost got to come in from the angle or the uppercut. So by holding your hand lower, it sometimes makes it easier, but then it does leave you to open to the counter.
Yeah, well, you say that, but when another good body shot there from Johnny Coyle, Trizno looked like it. I don't actually think Trizno's thrown a single punch this round. Maybe one or two. Oh, he's thrown one there. Yeah, caught him and all. But yeah, like you're saying with the southpaw jab, when I boxed Tony Owen, he had his hands really tight and really high guard and that. But that was his best punch the whole night. I think it's just depends who you've got in front of you, to be honest. Yeah, of course.
Couple of rounds because they're just too fast to read. But once they slow down a little bit, then you can relax a bit.
Yeah, definitely. See again, Johnny's just going through the motions now. I think Trizno knows he's gonna. He knew he weren't gonna get nothing out of it now. Johnny's just looking a different class, to be honest. Moving around, boxing him easy.
So we have the highly professional commentator Danny Cassius Connor here, who is taking a phone call from his mate during commentary. We will be the Boxing Evolution TV team will be having words with Danny about his commentating behaviour after this. Mate, you right, Danny?
Yeah, sorry, mate. Business to attend. Fifth round coming up. So a couple of rounds. If he wants to get him out, try and get him out of there.
I would personally like to see Johnny stop this.
Yeah, I would, but listen, at the end of the day, this guy ain't. That's what I think the way he's going to do it is through the body. He's not a bad kid, this Trizno, though. He's not totally useless. He's in there. He's trying to. He's doing his thing. He's staying nice and tight, making it hard for Johnny. So when someone's got a survival set on their mind, it's hard to stop them. And this kid, yeah, he has got it. Look, complaining now to the ref.
I always think it's interesting to see who can stop these tough Eastern Europeans and who can't, because they often, they're tough. They don't really try and fight too much, and to try and knock someone out when they're just guarding is hard. So I think it is a good sign of a really good fighter if they can stop these tough Europeans.
Yeah, definitely. It's like any journeyman. Do you know what I mean? If anyone can stop these journeymen, it is quite impressive, because these guys, their bread and butter is not getting stopped. It's going in there and surviving every time they fight. That's their bread and butter, So with if you can stop any journeyman, it is good. You don't usually see it, but and this Trizno showing it. He's just one tough cookie. He's just staying in there, high hands, not really throwing a great deal. He's getting caught a lot. This round he's throwing a few more shots. But yeah, Johnny's just going through the motions, moving around, taking him to school, to be honest, giving him a lesson in boxing, keeping him long. Yeah, he just looks like he's like I said, that Trizno just looks like he's in there to survive now. He don't really want to win. He knows he can't win, so he's just in there for one thing.
So it's fairly medium-paced fifth round there. So we're on to the last round now, and let's see if Johnny can change the game up a little bit to get a last-minute stoppage, or perhaps he might just be going for the. What do you reckon? Do you reckon Johnny's just going to get the rounds in for this fight?
Do you know what? I know what Johnny's like, and I don't think that obviously he went out there to just get the rounds in. I think he went there to do the business, but this kid's obviously proved a tough cookie. When Johnny had him over in the second, he probably thought he could have got him out there, but like I said, this kid's a tough cookie, so Johnny's probably just taking it as it comes. If he hurts him, then he'll try and take him out, but obviously doing his thing. Last round here. Again, just blurring hand speed from Johnny Coyle was one of his best assets. Fast jab, fast punches, everything that he has comes off the jab.
He definitely looks like he's up the pace a little bit now. Johnny does.
Yeah, last round, probably wants to go out there and close off in style, sort of thing. Trizno again, he's just staying tight, not really doing too much. Don't want to get caught, don't want to get stopped, because you know these journeymen, if they've got work next week, he gets stopped, he'll be out for a month. Yeah, Johnny just doing what he does best, moving around, pinging in with long shots. I expect it to go the distance, to be honest. Now, last round and that, I think Trizno will be able to see it out.
Trizno's not going to give him any opportunities anyway, is he?
No, we'll look at him, he's just moving around, tight hands, tight guard. Don't want to get involved, probably looking for that one shot where he just let it go and then go back into his shell. But yeah, he don't want to get caught with nothing stupid, so Johnny, there's no doubt in who's looked the best in this fight. Johnny's looked different class, and that should show in the scorecards. Should, you know what I mean, 60-53 I think this will be, because of the knockdown obviously. But a lot of these rounds, you could give him 10-8 rounds, because he's been doing the business. But you just see what referee Bob Williams thinks. Again, Johnny just moving around, spearing that jab, bringing the backhand into play, bringing him up with that uppercut. Backhand, look, having a little shake out, moving about last round. Moving off, nice jab, brilliant jab from Johnny. See, Trizno don't like being in there now. He'd be glad to hear that last bell. He's complaining about everything, every little infraction. So you can tell that that's sort of, he's not in a comfortable place right now. Good left hook, right hook by Johnny Coyle there, lead right hook. Everything he's throwing is catching him now. Back on the jab. Great jab by Johnny. Trizno's a tough kid, mate. He's earned his money there. think that'll be a 60-53, to be honest. But we'll see what the ref gives it.
So we're just joined here now at the commentary desk by Leon. How you doing, Leon?
Good, mate. What's that, Leon? You alright? Good. That was good fight. I was impressed with Johnny there. He made that his first 6 rounds, considering, and that being his first 6 rounds, I think he looked really good. Thought we made it look quite easy, to be honest.
Definitely wasn't much of a problem from there, was it?
No, not at all. You know, the other opponent is obviously coming forward, peekaboo style, hands up, just coming forward, not doing nothing. They can be quite frustrating at times and make you look bad, but I felt he looked quite sharp.
Okay, so we're about to see the winner of this fight, but when can we see you out next then?
I'm hoping to be penciled in for like December. I'm just getting over a little niggle at the moment. Yeah, just waiting to see how that sort of settles down, but just ticking over at the moment and looking forward to getting out again in a couple of months.
Is that going to be on Goodwin Promotions?
There'll be a big announcement hopefully next week, so you'll know a bit more then.
Okay, so well, I'll keep your eye on your Twitter, and for anyone that wants to see that announcement, what's your Twitter?
At Leon McKenzie 1.
Okay, so guys, keep your eyes peeled on Twitter. Leon McKenzie's got a big announcement for us next week.